Okay, so now we're ordering decimals using a number line and then writing decimals as fractions, which we've already been working on, but we need to make sure that we've really got this, okay? So if I'm going to say this number, I just want you to say it to yourself in your mind. Okay, it's 0.60, not 0.60. 0.60. The next one is 0.08. And the next one is 0.34. Now, I'm going to order these on the number line, and notice that I've got the number line divided into tenths. Okay, so if I'm looking at the first one, notice that I have a 6 in the tenths column. So right here is where 0.6 and then 0 would be, okay? So I would mark that right there. That's 0.60. Okay, on the number line. Then I'm going to look at the next one. And notice in the tenths column, there is a 0. So that means that that number is smaller than 0.1. So it would be on this side, in between 0 and 0.1. Okay, so I can count. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here on the number line is where 0.08 would live. Okay, and then I look here. I'm going to look at the tenths column. So I know that it's going to be somewhere in between 0.3 and 0.4. And I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mark it right there on the number line. So it's 0.34. So when I look to see and I compare these, because I always like to compare, obviously 0.08 is closer to the left on the number line, so that would be a smaller number. And as we move, remember, to the right on the number line, our numbers get bigger. So our next number would be 0.34, and that is smaller than 0.60. Okay? Now, when we are writing numbers, and I'm comparing these numbers here, and we're changing them to fractions, I just want you to remember, okay, this is the tenths column, and when we're writing 0.3 as a fraction, it's always going to go over 10. And then, but 3 over 100, okay, notice that there's 2 zeros here. This is a good kind of hint, and there's 1 0 here. Okay, so that there's going to be 1 place here and 2 places here that need to be accessed. Okay, and so the 0 would go first, and then the 3. 0.03. That's 3 hundredths. Okay, so making sure that you're keeping that straight in your mind, that the difference between how we write those two. Okay, so the hundredths will have 2 digits and tenths will have 1 digit.